Two variables, x and y, show direct variation, provided y is equal to ax and a cannot be 0. The non-zero number a is called the constant of variation, and y is said to vary directly with x. The equation y is equal to 5x is an example of direct variation, and the constant of variation is 5. The equation y is equal to x plus 5 is not an example of direct variation, okay? And the reason for that is this. If they vary directly, there'll be some kind of a relationship into how it happens, okay? So if you look at y is equal to 5x, okay, when you plug in the values, okay, for x and y, one times 5 is 5, 2 times 5 is 10, 15, 20, 25, and so on, okay? They vary directly. There is there's always a relationship shown with multiplication, okay, that you don't always get the same kind of variation with addition. They may vary a little bit, but mostly you're talking about when the value for x goes up, so does the value for y. Okay? They vary directly. The constant of variation. So example 1 on page 253 will help us answer those questions if a given equation is a direct variation. So let's take a look at example A. 2x minus the 3y is equal to a 0. Okay, so let's try to solve for y and see what we get. So if I'm going to solve for y, Kate, what looks like our best option? Add what? 3y to both sides. So you have 2x is equal to 3y. Then what? Any 0 is 0. Now what? How am I going to get y by itself? What's attached to the y? Divide by 3. So what we're left with, 2/3 x equals y. Yes, we are showing some multiplication there, which helps. And our constant of variation in this case, like before, it was 5 because it was y equals 5x. If 5 was our constant of variation before, what's our constant of variation in this one? It was y equals 5x, and 5 was our constant. Two-thirds. Two-thirds is our constant of variation, because each time we'll multiply x by 2/3. Okay. All right. And the next one, negative x plus y equals 4. Okay. So let's solve for y. And we solve for y. Let's do what with the x? Add the x. Y is equal to x plus 4. And very similar to y is equal to x plus 5, it does not, because the equation, it cannot be rewritten in the form of y equals x. So you're looking for this magic formula. where A is known as your constant. Okay, that's not the same thing. Yes. So the answer is that this is not a direct variation. That would be the answer. Okay. Whereas this one, Raven, it was, and 2/3 was my constant of variation. Okay. So try this one. 2x plus y equals 0. Try to determine, first of all, if it is a direct variation, and if so, what's the constant? All right, we can go ahead and add 5y, and at least we make it positive, right, Kate? 4x is equal to 5y, divide both by 5. So 4/5 x is equal to y. Your constant then becomes 4/5. Three through 8.